Welcome back, everybody. This is Side Income Dad.
This is Migs.
And in case you guys have not been here before, we pretty much make a weekly video of whoever is paying us next. The way this all started is we wanted to go ahead and collect the paycheck every week. Yeah, we're greedy like that. So,
Hell yeah.
and so we realized that if we invested into these funds right here, TSLY for Group A, PLTY or NVDY for Group B, CONY for Group C, and then MSTY for Group D, we'd be able to collect a paycheck every single week of the year. And so that's why we're here to share that with you. This is not financial advice. This is really just a journey that we've been on and will continue to be on. And we wanted to show you how it's doing for us.
Yep. And how easy it can be for anyone to do it too, if you guys choose to.
Exactly. I mean, this takes very minimal work. At the end of the day, we're bringing this information to all of you just so you can kind of be aware, but you don't need to do any of this stuff. You don't need this spreadsheet. You don't need any of this stuff. It's really just investing kind of I don't necessarily want to say set it and forget it, but very, very minimal interaction on your part.
Yep.
Okay, so the next one that's going to pay us is PLTY. PLTY pays next week. And usually, depending on your broker, you might get paid on Friday or you might get paid on Saturday.
Yep. And then we'll know by when? The 16th, Wednesday?
That's right. We'll know by Wednesday to see how much they're paying per share. I guess that kind of allows us to dive into this estimate here. And I do want to start off with a quick caveat is that we did not capture the trades for one of the days. I don't remember which date it was, but I wasn't able to download the file, which means that we kind of lost some information. And it just so happened that on that day, PLTY made a ton of money.
Bank.
And yeah, they sure did. And so unfortunately, our numbers are going to be a little bit low, as you can see here. But I'm still going to say that my personal estimate is going to be this average estimate of $4.18. Migs, how about you?
I'm thinking a little bit higher than that. Maybe
A little
like in
higher?
the $5 range, maybe. I feel like last week they kind of last month they kind of lowballed us, and I feel like they're gonna do a little over 100% yield this time.
Okay, okay, I like that. You're absolutely correct. They did lowball us. For those of you
A
that
lot.
that were not there, let's see what they do. Oof, that was a
320.
pretty low ball. That was like a 4% yield. It was at
That was,
61 annualized. Oh,
look at
horrible.
that. It dropped from 980 to 472. Literally
Y-
half.
Yeah, that's rough. You know
That's
what? I like it.
unacceptable.
Yeah, it is unacceptable. I do like your estimate. I'll still keep mine to the average estimate just so we have some different estimates going on. But I think you bring up a really good point. Now, one of the things that we really wanted to bring to you guys today is, as you heard right at the beginning of the podcast, is our goal is to get paid every single week. And we can't really move any further without talking about ULTY. ULTY is another fund, and by the way, each one of these is usually concentrated on one ticker, right? So like TSLY is based on Tesla, PLTY is based on Palantir, and then NVIDIA, Coinbase, and MicroStrategy. ULTY is actually a fund of funds. So there's tons of funds. I don't remember exactly how many funds they hold right now, but I'm pretty
Like
sure it was like
36,
36.
36,
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
that's a lot of fun. So like this is your more traditional ETF, right? It's safer, as people like to say.
Stable.
It's very, very stable. And then the investment strategy is totally different from these other ones. Not to mention that they also pay weekly. And I mean that's huge. And the reason why I wanted to bring it up is because we have invested into ULTY. That this last week was the first week where we pretty much threw some money at it. Kind of a
Yep.
test week.
We follow the hype.
We sure did. And you know what? The hype is well deserved. I mean, this thing is really stable. I think it opens up a lot of new plays and it's definitely going to be a staple in my portfolio. How about yours?
Yeah, I think so too. After seeing the results in this week, I
Hmm.
think it's something that you can like tag along with the other group, so it can, in case the other group doesn't perform well, this one definitely will add a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. Now, before we jump into really showing kind of what ULTY can do, I wanted to show everybody kind of the income that we did. We always talk about income. So in this case, we're talking about the estimate for PLTY. But last week we got paid by MSTY the week right before that, and then TSLY last week.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
because of 4th of July, MSTY ended up paying the Monday of last week, and so that's why we essentially got two payments. We got this MSTY and TSLY within the same week. So we wanted to show the income proof that we are investing into this. So I'm gonna jump into that page right now and kind of take a look, and you'll be able to see that we kind of got our first ULTY pays as well.
Yep.
So this one's for me, and you can see all three payments there. July 8th and then July 12th. I actually get paid on the Saturday, because I am, you know,
Same for me.
yeah. You get paid on Saturday as well?
Yep.
Migs
Around
down
like I
here.
I
Okay,
think it's like 1 a.m.
got it.
1 a.m. around there.
Okay, okay.
Oh, look at that money.
Look at this. Somebody's balling.
Ah.
Okay, okay. And then Chanimal, guys. I know we don't have Chanimal today. He's still feeling under the weather, so he's taking the day off. But Chanimal's also getting paid. TSLY right here, ULTY here, and then where does it say that it's
Misty. Misty.
MSTY?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess it
Right there
doesn't
to
say
the left.
MSTY, is it?
To the left. To the left. To the left under
There you
dividends. Yeah, they
go. Okay. Ha
got
ha.
it.
Good job. Okay, good eye, good eye. All right, cool. So yeah, again, we just wanted to show you guys that we're all invested in these. We're all kind of cashing in on it. It's doing really good. And I mean, look at these numbers, guys. Like this is pretty much 10 grand, 10 grand, five. How many of you out there could live on something like that? Put it down in
Yeah.
the chat if this is money that you could live off of.
Yep. And not only that, but this is just having our money make money for us. Like the same money that we had on our account that was just sitting there. Now we're putting it to use and making money.
Exactly. It's literally putting our money to work. I mean,
Yep.
this is the way. This is the way. And on that note, I really wanted to go through some examples, and so maybe now we can jump over into this power of compounding.
All right.
Kind of made this sheet here, and maybe I'll make this a little bit bigger just to make it easier to see. Is that a little better, I hope? Um,
Should be.
yeah, and so essentially here, what we're looking at is ULTY. If we use ULTY as a tracker, it really unlocks some stuff. And one of the things that it unlocks is the ability for us to look into the future with some level of certainty, only because it's so stable, right? If it wasn't so stable, then obviously this wouldn't really work out very well. Um, but what can we do? We can change obviously the ticker, so what we're investing in. We can change our initial investment, the time and months that we leave it there, and our reinvestment percentage. Um,
Drip.
and this is insane because if we look at this, even though MSTY is only paying an average,
Ulti. Ulti.
yeah, ULTY, thank you for that. Even though ULTY only pays 1.5% per week. And this is taken from their last three payments. Like it compounds weekly. And so
Yep.
the power of compounding it weekly and then reinvesting can really get you to a place that is, beyond good, really. Again, taking a look at this, if you were to throw 50 grand, you're doubling that money in 12 months. And by the end of those 12 months, maybe you actually want to start using it. Well, you'd be getting $1,570 per week.
Ooh.
So, I mean, th this is insane to me. I think that really, really unlocks the power of compounding. And ULTY allows that because again, it's stable. It minimizes your risk. That's not to say that there's no risk. Obviously, there's risk. It's investing. There's always risk with investing. But this is one of those plays where you're safer than you normally would be. And just to give you an example of that here, let me show you. If I switch over to MSTY, since I'm talking about it so much,
Yep. That one's Misty.
like look at this one, right? Now all of a sudden you went from 100% ROI, I think is what it was, to 142. So you're making way more money, but it's really hard for us to predict whether MSTY price is going to remain stable over the next 12 months. Like the reality is it probably won't.
Yeah,
And so
because it depends on that one ticker, right? So it's
exactly.
difficult.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the volatility is pretty high. And so the chances of this being realistic is kind of low. And so that's why we couldn't really unlock these kind of plays in the past. But with ULTY, it's definitely possible. And you're turning pretty much like, let's see, what does ULTY say that it produces per year if we look
It,
at
it,
their
I
website?
think it was like 80,
Okay, so
80.65.
oh, there you go. So 80.65. You're taking something with a distribution rate of 80.65 and you're pretty much boosting it to 106 just by compounding it. Again, compounding it weekly. So really, really powerful. I don't know. Megs, you want to give your thoughts on that?
No, it pretty much is pretty straightforward, everything that you mentioned. Like it's reinvesting every week, so that total amount becomes even easier to like compound, like you're saying, because it's by week instead of waiting 4 weeks at a time.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's so powerful. And I mean, I know you see a Sid strategy, right? Side income dad. So
Ah,
so this other strategy that we've been kind of working on, that utilizes some margin, this could take this 103 and get you an extra 10 grand,
what?
at pretty much no cost. And so that's yet another powerful way to compound even further. And yeah, I do plan to come up with a nice little how-to on this one. But for now, I just kind of wanted to show the power of ULTY because it's a pretty powerful fund. I think it's underrated. And when I say underrated, I think it's just underrated because of the way people are using it. I see
Well,
most people talk about, yeah, go ahead.
also because you know how they just switched from monthly to weekly,
Yeah.
and that's when it started. Everybody started seeing the real power of it.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? The thing about this is that if we go back to like podcast, what people are doing is they're switching out of these funds to go into ULTY and then just using ULTY as their income fund. And I feel like that's not the right way to use ULTY. Like in my opinion, this is the right way to use ULTY is compounding it because
Yeah,
it's weekly. And so you continue to use your other positions as income for whatever you want to do, whether it is continue to grow those positions or, pay bills or whatever it is. But then you just compound ULTY, weekly, and it's a really powerful strategy. You could even
which,
then use this to maybe boost some of those positions, buy more MSTY, buy some Bitcoin, buy whatever it is you want to buy.
yep, not financial advice, but this is great opportunity.
Yeah, yeah, it sure is. I always talk about how my sister wanted to buy a car and she's currently invested in MSTY and she's also invested in TSLY and that pays her monthly car, like her bill for her car every month.
That's
Um,
how it should be. Make your own money, make money, and
exactly,
save.
right? Like why would you pay money out of pocket when you can just essentially every dollar you have is someone that you can hire to go work for you.
Yep,
So make them work.
exactly.
Don't be like the government giving away free money. Hey, nah, make them work, yo. Make them work.
Ding.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe I can plug in different numbers, right? Obviously, not everybody's has 50 grand to throw in here. So let's look at just what $1,000 would look like. So a
Yeah,
thousand dollars,
yep.
as you can see, the percentages remain the same. So you can kind of get a pretty good idea. So at the end of 12 months, $1,000 would have turned into $2,000 and you'd be getting $31 weekly. Now you may feel like that's not a lot, but you doubled that $1,000. And by the way, when we give you this example, that initial investment means that you are not adding any additional money throughout the year, like at all. It's just allowing that 1,000 to work for you. So again, I think that's really powerful.
It sure is.
Imagine if you added like, I don't know, $20 a week or something. Then you're really making some good gains. Here's an example with $5,000. Now all of a sudden $5,000 of initial investment after 12 months. Now you're sitting at $10,000. So you doubled that money that you invested. And then you can just stop, right? So you can keep it at $10,000 and you start getting $157 every week.
Yep. Use
$157 a week, man, that's like $600 a month. I think that's some real money right there. I think a lot of people could use that help.
Yep, they can use that for payments for sure.
Absolutely, right? I mean, I don't, that's probably like a car payment right there.
That for sure is plus insurance.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Eh,
It's very, very possible.
Yep.
And any examples that you can think of that, may allow the viewers to really see the power behind ULTY?
No, I think that's well explained already with all the options that you showed.
Cool, cool. Well, you know what? If you guys have some questions, drop them in the chat. I'm more than happy to cover additional information on this. Again, I don't want people to sleep on it. We could sit here and talk about the way that ULTY works, because ULTY does work differently than everything else. But I don't think that the people out there care about that. Like that's my opinion. I don't know. I may be completely wrong, but I think that going through and showing people what your money can do for you is really what people want to know.
Yeah,
Um,
people want to see results.
Exactly. And
You
so if I'm over here boring you with how we came up with this yield and the how a trade happens, like who cares? Like
know?
they're doing that for you, right? Like that's why that's why we're investing with them because they're the professionals, they do the work. You're just sitting here utilizing this tool called ULTY to enhance your life.
Yep.
By the way, guys, now that we're kind of done covering ULTY a little bit, again, please drop some comments in the chat if there's something you want to know. Maybe something's not clear on how you might want to use ULTY. Leave that in the chat. We can cover that. ULTY is a weekly payer, so you're going to see that show up in our income proof every week moving forward.
Or
So
maybe they see something that we're not seeing too.
yeah, absolutely. What if
Yeah.
there's a better strategy, something you guys have come up with, something that
Yep.
even beats this, right? Like that. I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, we
Um,
all want money.
We all want those gains. Now, really quickly, since you guys saw that it's not just PLTY, but it's also NVDY that pays next week. If you're holding NVDY, I'm going to go ahead and jump into that. We can take a look at what they've got going on and hopefully make some predictions there. So let's see, for NVDY, let's see, what does this graph look like? And let me maybe get a little smaller here. There you go. Um, wow, they made quite a lot of
Damn.
money on that synthetic.
Yeah, they sure did.
It dwarfed pretty much everything else.
Yeah.
Okay, well, um, I'm gonna, you know what? I went with the average for Platy. I'm gonna go ahead and go with for the average again. So 88 cents is what I think it's gonna be.
I think they're hitting that $1 this time.
You think you're gonna? Okay, okay.
Yeah, I think NVIDIA is gonna start making its way back to how it used to be.
Oh, and for
How
those of you
how
that don't know, we're my formula is broken, guys. This is horrible.
good
But we can still
good
see the payouts.
yeah.
Yeah, look at that. $1.63. It looks like every couple of payments they jump up back up to $1. Make a nice little payment lately. What's going on here?
Yeah, and for those who don't know, like NVIDIA used to be the GOAT.
Yeah, yeah, NVIDIA was pretty amazing.
Yep.
Look at this run that it went on right here. Eight, eight, little low, eight, eight. I mean, they went on
Yeah.
a pretty good run. Like this is nice. Anybody holding during this time, that was good money right there.
Making bank.
They sure were. Um,
Yeah. And if you look at it right now, the NVIDIA price is like $17. So if you compare that to Palladium, that's what like almost four times less.
right, right. Yeah, that's a good place to be actually.
Yeah. So if
In
you
that
average that out,
1736.
that's about close to $4. So about the same as Palladium.
Yeah. So it's definitely, I mean, and who doesn't believe in NVIDIA, right? I mean, they're one of the core AI companies. So yeah.
Yep.
So obviously a very strong play, a very safe play, I would say. At least for my risk tolerance, it's pretty safe. Uh,
It definitely is.
yeah,
I mean, based on the distribution that we just saw, it definitely safe.
yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Okay, so it sounds like for this week, I'm the one with the low estimates. Migs
Yeah,
is the one
Debbie
with the big
Downer.
ones. I know.
Yeah, we need the money. Shit.
Yeah, we do. And you know what? I'd welcome any of it. Because at the end of the day, we're both sitting at 10K for the month already. So this is
Yeah.
just juicy goodness from here on out. This is all cherry on top.
Halfway through the month.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's pretty amazing. And then MSTY pays twice next month. Sweet.
And strategy's been doing good. Bitcoin has been going up.
Oh man, they're taking off. I can't wait. I'm waiting for
M-
that next God candle.
Misty already jumped almost $2 from when they did the dividend payment.
Oof, recovering, huh?
Yep.
Not only recovering, but really surpassing. That's
And
amazing.
then some. Yep. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, same here, same here. Well, drop in the comments. I would love to hear what funds you all hold. Obviously, we are big fans of Yieldmax, which is why everything that you see here is Yieldmax funds. They're not the only ones, we know that, but we are fans of Yieldmax, and so we kind of invest with them. But I'd love to hear what other people hold, what other people recommend, what has been doing good for you. Put that in the comments. We read all the comments. We pretty much engage with our audience all the time. It's not going to go unknown.
Yeah, if there's any other funds from Yieldmax that you guys want us to cover, we can let us know and we can definitely go over them.
Yeah, we've got pretty much data for all of them, but we mainly cover the ones that we have here, and we can continue to add. Like this is not limited at all.
Yeah. So feel free to let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe too. Appreciate it.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next week for our estimate on CONY.
Oh, we're doing good too.
Yeah, CONY's going to be a good one. I'm excited for that one.
There.
It's a big one.
Another little bank right there.
Yeah. Thanks,
All
everyone. You guys have a good
right.
one.
Have a good one. Enjoy your week. Peace.